view to sheet positions and auto placement. This one is really useful when you actually want to keep your views aligned depending on type, okay? So let's go ahead and rather than explain a lot of things as we've been doing, let's show it to you. It's a lot easier to understand when we're being shown. So let's move over to Revit once again. Go ahead and close our views here. Save changes no to this. And let's go ahead and open Save Views on Sheets. And let's go ahead and A101, A102, let's go ahead and tile this. By the way, shortcuts, for those of you who don't know, W for window, T for tile gives you that, and Z for zoom, A for all, this gives you a zoom all. Okay, now this item has been already placed, okay, using the save position with option 2, as is this one, okay? There seems to be a slightly different positioning. If you see, if we use the edges of the actual title block as guides, there is a slight difference of position. The difference of position is nothing more than this. This is what we would call a duplicate as a dependent. So this is actually part of one big view. And the origin of the big view is actually over here. That's why it's shifted like that, okay? That's the only reason, okay? If I actually go ahead and select the actual view here, okay, I can go to, say, to edit position, and it gives me a couple of abilities. I can actually come in and switch the actual point of insertion for the object, rather than the center of the object, which is actually depicted by these little dots that are in gray. When selected, they turn into orange, okay? So I just switched this one to view origin because this is the setting. These are the settings for this particular view save position 2 as far as the anchor is concerned, not the view. The anchor, the view is different. The anchor has been switched to the edge here, or the origin point, which is somewhere over here. And I say check mark, we have a shifting of the objects. You see that? They have shifted now, all right? The origin of this one is further to the west, or to the west, correct, all right? So that's why that's happening. Now, the question now becomes is, well, what happens if I have this one, and I have this one, which is option 2, but I want to place another one down here? Well, that's really easy. Well, so let's go ahead and do that. By I've actually preset it, but we're going to actually go ahead and make sure that it's set to none, these two views right here. And we're going to use the south view and the north view as examples. Okay, so let's go ahead and say that the north view, just gotta make sure what this is. This is the north dimension. Okay, this is the north. This is a little bit different. This is the dimensions elevation, and this is my controlling elevation. So I'm going to go ahead and place it first of all. Okay, and I'm just going to place it maybe there. I can move it anytime I want, but I'm going to say that this is a safe position, and we're going to call it this one sections 2. Oops, that at, but 2. Okay, we'll say okay to that. All right, and then we're going to assign options to the south elevation. Okay, by going over here to the properties, even before we place it. Options 2. Oops, that options 2. I take that back. It's sections 2. So when I drop it, and I'm going to be purposely, I'm going to drop it up here. Watch what happens. Bloop, right where it's supposed to be by definition of the saved view position. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little addition to the actual control levels that we have for view placements on our sheets.